If you got to that, I said, yeah. I'm being honest with you, it might be. Ooh, I like that.
Well, as long as they get in here and get it done.
Yeah. Put that food on top. And they only have 2 months a day. And you know they renovating, so I told her, I understand.
Oh, you talking to the one who shook my hand?
Yeah, the one that said welcome home.
Yeah.
And they get these part, they hear nice, and they get renovated.
She know you live with me.
I said, well, I had to come over this morning and I was like, you can't do that much walking. You can't go down and they're going to be with me and my daughter. She said, oh, she's so sweet. I said, well, I'm going to stay with her the weekend, got to cook. He said, what you cooking? I said, well, he wants some spaghetti. It was lasting for 2 days. I can make it seem like.
Mama, they already know you live with me.
I said, I go and come.
Mama, they know you live with me already, so they don't even know where you. They already know you live.
Well, I ain't saying.
Mama, you own the dent. I might have got the lease, but the lease might be in my name. The lease might be in my name, but we got 2 bedrooms. Duh. Hey, I already made it clear I can't stay by myself.
Notification selected. Details. The on-screen keyboard is displayed. Enter a message. Click here. Press cross to edit. The Crew MotorFest closed beta. Bingo selected. Hobbies. Gender. Crickets not selected. Here's party. Holidays to play. Hobbies.
What's up, man?
The Crew MotorFest closed beta.
Chilling. Yeah, I'm working playing the crew. I love this game. I dig this shit. Yeah, I see my cars over here too. My cars from my other crew too is over here. I need to go. I might come back to the crew too so I can buy me a Lambo. So I can have me a Lambo already bought on here. It was good. I don't won every race so far on this game. I haven't lost a race yet. Alright. Don't take me to the race. Oh. I haven't learned how to drift on her yet, but. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Huh? What happened? Cool. Oh, music? Oh. I'll beat this. Make the time, though. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I think I did. Oh, wow. The drifting on this game is not easy. Okay. Oh, that's oh, okay. Cool. Okay. I wish we'd get those cars after we win the races. Good. Okay. Shit. Okay. Okay. I told you. I'm on a rampage. I'm not losing no races. I'm gonna keep this shit going. I'm not gonna win over. I'm not gonna lose no races. My whole playthrough of this game, I'm not losing no races. I'm gonna keep the momentum going until this game come out. Me winning all the races. Not for me. Oh fuck, we do drag races on here too? What? Oh god. Now that tastes nuts. Fucking drag races? Mm. Y'all trying to be like Street Outlaw. But the drag races and shit, man. I did, yeah. I did, but I'm good.
Clear profile. The Crew MotorFest closed beta.
How long this beta supposed to last anyway? Oh, Smoke might want to play this shit right away then. Don't know when this shit going off, so Smoke might want to play this shit right away.
Clear profile. The Crew MotorFest closed beta.
I don't even know. I forgot. I sure was gonna put this shit. I sure was gonna put this shit on no damn hard. So a lot of people playing this shit too.
Clear profile and friend. Sending request. The Crew MotorFest closed beta.
Right now? Yeah.
There. You say you ready, man, you gotta move that box. It's hot in that bag. You don't need a hot space. Like that.
I'll do it whenever. I put it in there
You like to put in that bag. Some days.
today, but Yeah. Same day there. I put in the new time.
A lot of leaves to put in there, let me tell you. And that's for a reason.
Check.
You know them wrap? They got them wraps on.
Which one you want, turkey or chicken?
Give me one of each.
Okay. Yeah, girl, you know, we just run across that bridge. I'm not a whole bunch more people there.
What?
And then on that bridge, you got the earthbound black house.
Is it a wreck?
It's like somebody went up on it. There's an ambulance there.
Done jump.
Yes,
Oh, man. Keep going.
Uh-oh.
So did you see anybody, like, covering anybody? I hope ain't nobody jumped off that bridge. And there wasn't no traffic coming across that bridge. We just came across there and he was showing me everything.
Candy. Sure, what candy?
Man, people killing themselves every day, Keisha.
Candy.
They can't handle the economy.
Candy.
I was telling Keisha about the other day, I said, we don't hear from her nowhere. She's in the hospital and she done did something to herself and she just recuperating.
Yeah.
All right, oh man.
That's still my friend.
Yeah. Okay, boy. Oh, look at the snake.
What's that?
Look.
It's a dragon.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. Okay. Lost one thing. I lost a drag. Drag shit's not easy. The drag shit is not easy, bro. Y'all ain't teach a nigga how to do the drag, bro. The drag shit not easy, bro. That's drag. Beat.
Seedless? Make sure there ain't no seeds in them grapes. The last time I had seeds. Oh yeah, but the sugar red instead no seeds. I'm just enjoying this mirror. This mirror straight too. Okay, well they gone. It was sweet too. I need to do it. Well, I got about $80, so I can't go too far.
Yeah, this shit not easy, bro. Huh? Yeah, I do.
I'm good on my snack.
New notification.
Okay. But the other wraps good for at night time. They good for at night. I'm gonna stack up on them.
Notification select. Details.
Stack up on them.
The Crew MotorFest closed beta.
See, it's nasty. It's right. You gonna choke me to death? Let's get you. You gonna choke me to death? I wish I could plant one, but it's gonna be years before they grow. It's gonna be years.
How the fuck is you supposed to beat?
I've been had to take them with the chicken and dumplings like I food my food good because I had to put something on that it was chicken. I would pack my meat down in my freezer. I didn't eat meat.
Oh, that's how you get out of it.
You know that ice cream that froze, I can hit you with it. I'm just saying, I wouldn't do it. No, I wouldn't do that.
I would.
Mom, somebody would. You would? Why? Oh. I don't do that.
I would.
Ooh, I wish I had a wire hanger. But and you know it's so crazy because it go on down. But when I flush it, just out my mouth, I said to myself, what you got? You got one of them, so yours smaller than mine. They about the same size. When you turning, Daddy?
Earlier.
Okay, well, then I'll keep back. I'm enjoying this mirror. It might make my house look more. And you see where I got? Okay, you see where I got my mirrors at right here? They look alright like that. Can I leave them like that or try to hang them? But the door look alright like that though.
Hold on.
I want you to check it out.
Did you get that?
It would do it like okay. It look okay to me, but I'm just saying like.
Did you get it?
Once I put my curtains up,
Hold on.
it's gonna really grind everything out.
Did you get it?
You know what I'm saying? So on your next trip, is that what we're gonna do with curtains? We gotta buy the rods. That's what I'm trying to pay every. I'm just trying to get my rods. Okay. Okay.
gotta beat the time.
You said you have to go look up there.
Don't worry about it. Zero up. It's that.
Did you look underneath?
Man, I don't like. Just don't use my bathroom. What to yours? Just go in there and use the fucking bathroom.
Well, I was just going there wiping down anyway. Okay. I'm right now for you.
You might be.
Oh. Keep checking my line, but it's good. Oh, no, I got to get out of this. I got to put it in.
Yeah, we got.
DualSense wireless controller connected. Battery full.
Nope. Nope. Still. This is from. Oh, you got it? Cool. Yeah, it's a crew. Alright, let me over at the car. Alright, next one. Alright, really. Oh, I left the car where he at. Okay. You good, man? Man, I hit the wall. Yeah, I see that. He fucking turning, bro. I'm gonna try to stay in third. I need to be in top 3. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yes, it is, Mobs. You gotta be easy on turns. Turn. This car right here ain't no fucking joke, but oh, it's 2 laps. They're walking dead off the chain.
Name but that. You wait to come and they bad.
Yes, come on. I'm about to take selfies and shit. Oh, that's cool. We get a crew bonus. I guess when we're a crew, we get a crew bonus. Like that car. Hold up. That's it. Remove. Cursing. Cursing. Uh-oh, which one of them niggas is us? Is that us? Yeah, that was us. Nice. You got ran. Yeah, you got ran on your tail back there too. Which ran just got first place. She fucking turns, bro.
Teacher. Hello.
No, I'm sorry.
You think about at least some herb a pack of herb candles, and I'm go over.
I'm always in check. I will see.
I wanted some herb candles and some mint. That's what I'm hoping.
Oh, we got through that.
Okay. Junior Mint, I'm on my last car. I just like to snack on them, like I do a wrap. I'm glad you found them wrap. I can do something out of there. So I want one of those little shit. They don't make them no more. hold you down. You got a text, they gonna text you. Oh, China now. Then tell them to make sure they also get their grill when they come out here. All right.
What happened?
We got two different things.
Look like them niggas eating our dust back there. Damn. Talking about me, bro. You gotta be careful on those curves. There we go. Taking my selfie. Okay.
Change your report for this playlist.
Y'all ready to check out line? Y'all ready to check out line? She got all the stuff that fast?
We got more places on that, and then we did that down. All the ones that we had, we got to answer.
guess I'll hold my trip to the bathroom off then. I gotta go right now, but I'm trying to hold off. I gotta go badly, but I'm trying to go that fast. From my car. Yeah, I know how to do. I'm just saying. I don't know how to go while I'm in there.
Thanks. That was perfect.
Oh,
We have a tendency to really like to share our victories, but we're not quite as open about sharing our faults.
Yeah.
But as far as me, first of all, I've been walking with the Lord, studying the Word.
Your words. Remember, your gift not only.
Corinthians chapter 11, verse 1, he says, "Be followers of me, even as I also am of Christ." A true godly leader is a good follower. The best followers of Jesus make the best leaders. And so everything, I've got 10 things I'm going to be talking about, but all of them are really just different facets of having a relationship with God. If God is the most important thing in your life, and if you have put Him absolutely first, Romans 12:1, if you become a living sacrifice, then God is going to start working His nature and His character on the inside of you. And as He does, He's going to put you in a position of leadership because He wants to lead people towards those kind of things. And it's just really, this is the teaching on relationship with God and what relationship with God will produce. But I've broken it into 10 little steps because most people would rather have that than they had just here teaching on a relationship with God. But I'll give away a clue here. It's really just everything you need is in your relationship with God. The second thing that I'm teaching is that humility is a necessity for godly leadership, and humility is just a byproduct of a true relationship with God. If you are a prideful person, and again, I spent a lot of time the last few days defining that, saying that pride is not just arrogance, thinking you're better than everybody else. It can be independence. You just being dependent upon yourself and independent from God. You taking care and worrying about things is pride. And I dealt with all of those things. If those things are operating in your life, it's because you have a deficiency in your relationship with God. He told you to cast all of your care over upon Him, so humility would just be an automatic byproduct. Now I want to talk about character and integrity. If you're going to be a godly leader, you need some character and integrity. And I tell you, this is missing big time in those people that we call leaders. You know, I haven't really emphasized this a lot. Some people think, well, I'm not a leader. But every one of us are a leader in some way or fashion. There's people who look at you. I tell our students, that some of them think, I'm not a leader. I'm just here, I'm not leading anybody. When they leave school, they go out with their lanyard on that shows they're a Charis Bible College student, or we've got vests that have Charis Bible College on it, or they have a sticker on their car, and they go out and they buy food, or they buy groceries, they buy gas, they are interacting with people in the community, and whether they know it or not, they are influencing people either for good or for bad. And I have had some people come and compliment me on a lot of our students and say, man, the Charis students are the hardest workers.
You know what? I like some Twix. I like those.
But then I've had other people come and they notice how you act. So you are influencing people. You may not be on television. You may not be the one that's on behind the pulpit. You may not be a major leader, but every one of us influences people, and that's all really leadership is. They're just varying degrees of influence. So whether you want to admit it or not, you are a leader. You are influencing somebody. Your own family, your people that you go to church with, the people that you work with, the people that you do business with every single day, your neighbors. You are influencing somebody. And in order to be a godly leader, we need to have character
I guess I
and
need some
integrity.
money on that card.
And again, people that
Yeah,
don't
you
know the
know,
Lord, people that don't have a relationship with God, they just do not have the same standard of integrity that a Christian does. This is one of the things that's happening in our society. You know, the temptation from the serpent when he came to Eve was he tempted her and says, if you eat of this tree, you will be like God. You can be a God, knowing good and evil. You know, most people wouldn't phrase it this way, but this is what's happening in our society today. The Bible says that homosexuality is a sin, it's an abomination, and yet people today are saying, oh no, that's not right. We are proud of it. We are coming out of the closet. And we are praying. You know what they've done? They've made themselves God. They've rejected God, and they've established their own standards that now transgenderism, giving lip.
Okay. Well, you know,
he tempted her and says, if you eat of this tree, you will be like God. You can be a God, knowing good and evil. You know, most people wouldn't phrase it this way, but this is what's happening in our society today. The Bible says that homosexuality is a sin, it's an abomination, and yet people today are saying, oh no, that's not right. We are proud of it. We are coming out.
I like how you work. I love it.
And standard of integrity.
When you come, you make it worth
this
your
is
while.
one of the things that's happening in our society. You know, the temptation from the serpent when he came to Eve was he tempted her and says, if you eat of this tree, you will be like God. You can be a God, knowing good and evil.
No messing about
most people got but this is what's happening in our society today. The Bible says that homosexuality is a sin, it's an abomination, and yet people today are saying, oh no, that's not right. We are proud of it. We are coming out of the closet. And they got them hardly got that freedom. They rejected God, and they've established their own standards that now transgenderism.
I don't care how long they've been in there. After they took them all home and they kids.
I tell you, that's demonic.
How the economy is, you know they did.
Today, that are in a lot of leadership positions, they don't have character and integrity because they don't have a relationship with God, and because they haven't submitted themselves to God and His Word, they have exalted themselves and made themselves God. This is what's happening. We've got people running around with a God complex, and they think that they have the right to pick and choose and to overturn thousands of years of history, and they can just do things differently. It's wrong. You need character and integrity. Let me read this verse to you out of Proverbs chapter 11. And in verse 3 it says, the integrity of the upright shall guide them, but the perverseness of transgressors shall destroy them. You know, the way I interpret that is when you have a relationship with God, where you love God, you have submitted yourself, you've humbled yourself, and you've come under Him. And you yielded your life, you're a living sacrifice. That puts boundaries in your life. If God is God and you aren't, and if you've submitted yourself and you are going to promote Him, well, then that puts boundaries in your life. This Word gives us boundaries.
Yes, it does.
But you know what? Homosexuality is out of bounds for me. Transgenderism is out of bounds for me. Hating a person is out of bounds for me. Lying and stealing is out of bounds. Murder is out of bounds. It puts limits in my life. And I don't have to get up and decide every day, am I going to be following God today? I made the decision 55 years ago. Actually, it was 65 years ago when I got born again, but 55 years ago when I made a total commitment.
How do you find out that they be out here today?
Somebody watching this may say, thanks, so you're saying that you never visit. No, that's not what I'm saying. But my commitment is to God first over myself or anything, and that's my commitment, and to the best of my ability, that's what I try and do. And because I've done that, it just puts boundaries in my life. I'm not going to do certain things, and I don't care what happens. Most people, I don't think that, let me say it this way, I don't think that any Christian just gets up in the morning and thinks that today I'm going to commit adultery. Today I'm going to lie.
Well, I guess you can give me some chill for that.
I'm going to reject my
A little
faith
bit
in
of
the Lord.
bad
I
when you
don't
get up
think
to
any
count.
Christian gets up and plans on that happening.
Oh, okay.
But see, if they don't have
I
character,
still got a
they
bag
don't
in my
have these
pants, I
boundaries
think, though.
in their life, well, then it just depends on what happens. It just
Yeah, I'm pretty
depends
sure I got
on whether
one
they
too.
get put into a situation where they compromise their faith, because maybe they're going to
I
be
know I got a bag in there because I was
adopt something or lie about their product or, do something that they're under pressure to do. I had a guy come to me about the COVID vaccinations, and he was a male nurse, and he says, what am I going to do? They're telling me that I'll be fired if I don't take the vaccine. And I said, well, do you want to take the vaccine? Have you prayed about it? And he said, yeah. And he says, I don't believe God wants me to take it. And I said, well, then don't take it. And he said, but they'll fire me.
Good to me today.
I don't even think that way. If God told me not to do something, it doesn't matter what the consequences are. The founders of our nation, John Quincy Adams, he said that duty is ours, results are God's. That's a great statement. If you are truly in love with God more than you are yourself, which is humility, and you put God and what He wants you to do ahead of everything else, it will put boundaries like this, your integrity. You just made a commitment to God. And if God told you not to take the vaccine, well, then you don't take it. And if they fire you, well, then let them fire you. It doesn't matter. But see, most people, it just depends on what the consequences are. They determine what's right or wrong based on consequences.
You ain't got to go back that way, though, do you?
Because there was a man that I grew up with. We weren't close friends, but we were in school together, went to church together. We had known each other our whole life. And we both had the same background. We both had the same teaching. But I had committed myself to God regardless. And he hadn't. And as a result, when he got in Vietnam, and there was booze, and there was dope, and there was sexual sins and things like this, he got caught up in those things. And the reason was because we were in Vietnam. Who would know about it? See, if he back in the States, he wouldn't have done those things. He would have been held accountable.
They were giving away free.
Everybody was doing it. And so, who's going to say anything about it? You were. Matter of fact, I was the one that was being criticized because I wouldn't do the drugs and the sex and all the other stuff. And so he was pressured, and he wound up committing adultery, doing or fornication, doing those things. And it's not that he wanted to do it, but he didn't have any boundaries. He didn't have character because his relationship with God was wanting. He was exalting himself, and he would do whatever it took to be accepted with the other people. And that led to a lack of character and integrity. Character and integrity isn't just a strong-willed person saying, I'm going to be this.
I won't tell you, baby. I ain't gonna hurt you, baby.
It's like Joseph in the 39th chapter of the book of Genesis. The master's wife pressured him multiple times, trying to get him to commit sexual immorality with her. He said, nobody will find out. And did you know he was a slave? He'd been rejected by his family, sold into slavery. He was in a foreign country. Nobody would know. But he said in Genesis chapter 39, how could I do this great wickedness and sin against God? It wasn't a matter of whether you got caught or not. It was a matter of you have a relationship with God. See, every one of these things that I'm listing, these 10 things, it really just is a result of your relationship with God. If you don't have a relationship with God, I can guarantee you Satan is going to put you in positions where there's pressure on you to compromise and to do something different. And if it's just because of consequences, then I guarantee you get into a position where somewhere or another you think, I could get away because nobody will ever find out. And so people go do things in secret. But see, if you have integrity and character that came from your relationship with God, well, then whether anybody else ever finds out or not isn't the issue. It's about your personal relationship with God.
Well, he shouts like you.
Things because I made a commitment. It's not just a commitment. It's not just my stubborn will being set in a certain direction. It's relationship. You know, when David sinned against adultery with Bathsheba, Bathsheba and then murdering her husband. In 2 Samuel chapter 12, Nathan rebuked him for it. He spoke in the stead of the Lord, in the name of the Lord to David, and he said, how could you have done this and have despised me? Did you know most people think, well, David, he didn't despise God. He just saw a beautiful woman, naked, bathing herself. He got into lust. It was just emotions. He let his emotions overcome it. No, God said he despised me. That's what it really boils down to. When I was in Vietnam, I was the only person out of our whole company, 200 people, that didn't do dope, that didn't get drunk, that didn't have prostitutes that they brought in. And I guarantee you, people were ridiculing me, and there was a draw.
When you already look good, though, you don't need all that.
And provided boundaries in my life, character and integrity in my personal relationship with God. Whether everybody else did it, whether anybody back in the States ever found out about it, it didn't matter. I had a relationship with God. And this is what so many people do. You know, I was just in Washington, D.C. yesterday. And
I wanted to deliver those.
It's a different culture. We landed in an airport, and it was a private airport, and there was 160 private jets parked at this place. They had so many parked that you couldn't get a jet out without moving 2 or 3 other jets to get to them. There was this money, there was billions of dollars worth of planes there because these people are just all powerful and they got all of these things. And I guarantee you, there's people that sell their soul to the devil, that have sold their soul to the devil to be able to get that kind of an influence and that kind of prosperity and stuff. And I guarantee you, they have compromised. The only thing they're committed to is themselves, and they will lie. You know, we just had the Durham report come out, and it shows that, oh man, I'm not trying to make enemies, but Barack Obama said that he guaranteed that nothing was happening, that they had weaponized the FBI or the DOJ, and he swore that was true. Now there's things that have come out that prove that he was aware of everything the FBI and the DOJ was doing. Biden has lied. There are people that, you know, they come up with a test for politicians to see if they're telling the truth.
I didn't tell him to get them. I had them laying on my countertop.
That's just about the way that it is. And that is not character.
When they were kill problem to them.
Because they can
kill problem to them.
Most people are gullible.
And he said,
most people will just take
looking at him.
Value, and they're counting on that. But a person who
has I know y'all ain't gonna walk up to the mailbox.
Humility where God is first. And you're going to exalt God above yourself. Well, then a person like that, it's just like this verse says, that the integrity
exactly.
When you go bowling, if you ever seen
you can't come over here now.
Don't bowl very well. They put those little
you can't make it over here now.
In the lane, even though it heads towards the gutter. In a sense, this is what
he can't make it over here right now.
When you have a relationship that has produced humility, and you are committed to God, His ways. It's boundaries, and it guides you, it gives you an integrity. The people that don't have that, they don't need to go rebel against the Lord. It's just they don't have any restrictions in their life. It just depends which way the wind is blowing that day. They're like water. They just seek the lowest level, and they just follow whichever way is the path of least resistance. That's not character. That's not integrity. If you're one of those that's always got your finger up in the air trying to discern which way public opinion is blowing and you're just going to do whatever is convenient, let me just say that you do not need to be a leader. Now, there are plenty of leaders. Matter of fact, there are very few godly leaders, and the vast majority of our leaders, they have been corrupted by this. And even people that get started right, they get in there. But I've actually talked to some people that are in the government, and once you get elected, in order to be on a committee, in order to have any influence, in order for you to claim that you've done anything and run for re-election, get re-elected, you have to start compromising, and you have to start doing things. There was one politician, I'm not going to call his name, but a friend of mine helped elect him and got him elected, and he promised that he was going to be conservative and that he was going to vote a certain way. And when he got in, he flip-flopped. and he started voting for abortion. He started doing things against what he promised. And this friend of mine who put his weight behind him and helped get him elected went to him and asked, why are you doing this? You broke your word to us. And he said, you do not understand the pressure. Once you get to Washington and all of the things that go on, he says, I don't want to do it, but I've got to do it. There's no option. Now, I believe there's always an option, but the point I'm making is, see, that his heart, he wanted to do what was right, but his character and integrity was based on getting elected again, making it to a certain place. And that's not the way it should be. It says in Psalms chapter 36, verse 1, it says, the transgression of the wicked says within my heart, there is no fear of God before his eyes. And people who compromise like that and violate what God told them to do, it's because they fear men more than they fear God. Another way of saying that is they are looking for relationship and honor from men more than they're looking for honor from God. It all goes back to relationships. So there's character and integrity. I believe that probably the majority of you watching this program would agree that yes, a godly leader needs to have character and integrity, and they won't compromise and they won't violate it. But you can't hold that if you don't honor God more than you honor people. If you don't want God's vote more than you want people's vote, you'll wind up doing whatever it takes to be reelected. And this is what's happening to people. And it all comes back to a lack of a relationship with the Lord. You know, we've got third-year programs in our Bible school that many people want to skip the first 2 years and go directly into these things, especially business.
I'm glad she ain't. What else
If
she
you
doing?
just allow us to skip the first 2 years, we won't
They out there to do that.
Whatever, yeah. Business training, I believe, in the nation.
Need nothing
And people want to
need
skip
nothing on
the
his
reason I said no, I didn't go through the first 2 years.
somebody say you want to see me, you want to see me take.
God, that our first 2 years.
Mom said, why would I want to see that shit? You take a bunch of
Then, even
pills.
if you learn the business principles, even
Why would I
godly
want to see that?
principles, you're going to compromise. And a great token of this is one of our graduates. His name is Samuel, and he's from Uganda. And we made him go through the first 2 years and then the third year business. He went back to Uganda, and he took he entered a competition, and I forget the exact number, but it was over 90,000 people in Africa that competed for this grant to be able to do things. And his family, when he got back, they said, if you will renounce Christianity and become Muslim, we'll give you all the money to start this small farm and do your business. And because he did in those first 2 years, because we had a relationship,
you want a baby with me. You commit suicide. You want to leave me with a baby. I ain't trying to be stuck with no baby.
Over 90,000 people and got the money to start his business.
I said, you know, that one
But see, if he had the
I know
character that came from relationship, he would have compromised and whatever to accomplish there.
You want to kill yourself. You ain't gonna leave me stuck with no baby. He in the bathroom. That's why I said he'd be out in a minute. Yeah. Okay.
So much that he's saying, okay, you come to me, and if you have that same faith and that belief, and you just as persistent as this woman right here, you won't throw in the towel, you won't quit, you won't give up regardless of how many days and nights you cry and you believe for it to happen, I will make sure you get this thing. And I think that's the part that we really have to hold on to. It's like, okay, I don't want to have to keep begging God for anything. That's not a loving father. I mean, because then...
Buckle up and ride along with Dave Johnson. Sir George Barna wrote a best-selling book entitled The Frog in the Kettle. And he was warning organizations, including churches, to be aware of subtle changes in the culture. And he used this famous analogy. If you take a live frog and place it in a tank filled with boiling water, the frog will immediately jump out to save itself. But if you take that same frog and put it in a kettle of tepid water and just gradually raise the temperature, the frog won't realize what's happening around it until it's too late. That's true for every organization. It's certainly true for the church when it comes to persecution. As we're going to see today, persecution against the church doesn't come immediately. It comes gradually, incrementally. But it's important that we be aware of the environment in which we exist. That's the theme of the passage we're going to look at today. Turn to Acts chapter 5 as we discover what happens when the church is in the kettle. Acts chapter 5. Now, remember where we are in the study of Acts. Peter and John have gone up to the temple area in Acts 4 to heal in the name of Jesus and to preach in the name of Jesus. And the religious authorities were irate about that. They arrested them, tried to intimidate them, but they wouldn't back down. And finally, they let Peter and John go. And the result was the church was filled with boldness and courage to preach the message of Jesus Christ. And then we get to chapter 5, and there's a seemingly unrelated story there about this couple named Ananias and Sapphira. They were members of the Jerusalem church, by all indications saved and baptized in the church. They made a pledge that they were going to sell a piece of property and give all the proceeds to the church. But you remember what happened. They kept back a portion of the proceeds. The problem was not that they kept it back, but that they told everybody they were giving it all to the church. And when Peter confronted them about their sin of lying, not just to other people in the church, but in essence lying to God, God struck them dead right there on the spot. And when the whole church saw it, the Bible says they were filled with great fear. I imagine so. Just imagine seeing a couple let her out of her church in the most dramatic way possible. I mean, they were dead on the spot, and I imagine it was a motivation for the rest of the members of the church to clean up their own act, seeing how seriously God takes sin. But this is not an unrelated story. This is a story about the purification of the church. Before God can use any of us individually or together as a church, He needs to purify us, remove sin from our life. Now, we'll never be perfect, but we can be pure. You know, in biblical times, if a craftsman wanted to fashion a piece of gold jewelry, he would use a process that is still in effect today called the miller's process, by which gold is heated up until it reaches a molten state. And in that molten state, the impurities in the gold rise to the top. The craftsman scrapes it off the top. And then the gold can be fashioned into a piece of jewelry. Now, the miller process can only achieve the highest element of purity is 99.5%. It's not perfect, but it's pure. That's what God is doing in your life and my life right now. In fact, it's that same imagery that Peter uses in 1 Peter chapter 1, verses 6 and 7. Look at this. In this you greatly rejoice, even though now for a little while, if necessary, you have been distressed by various trials. Trials are like various trials. That word various, poikilos means various. It's the word we get polka dot from. Trials come in different shapes and different sizes into our life. Sometimes the trials we face are a result of God's discipline. When we sin, that can be a trial. Sometimes it's adverse circumstances like illness or financial problems. Sometimes it's persecution. But regardless of the shape, size, or even source of our trial, God uses it, verse 7, so that the proof of your faith, being more precious than gold, which is perishable, even though tested by fire, may be found to result in the praise, glory, and honor of Jesus Christ. See that? He's using that gold imagery. That's what God is doing in your life right now. He's doing in the life of this church. He's allowing various trials to come into our life, not to destroy us, but to strengthen us so that we can be used by God. And now that the church was refined, the church, not only Ananias and Sapphira, who removed, but the whole church filled with fear, got itself right with God. Now they were ready to receive two important things. First of all, they were ready to receive blessings from within the church. Look at verse 12 of chapter 5. At the hands of the apostles, many signs and wonders were taking place among the people. And they were all of one accord in Solomon's portico. That was part of the temple area.
Yeah, she told me. She said she in there.
They were doing great things. Remember these signs.
She said she ain't going nowhere right now.
They're doing miracles.
Okay.
Control Center for Holy William Senior. Notification selected. Adam Brooks. Adam Brooks. Started a party with you. New details. Group message.
Who the fuck? It's Adam Brooks.
Number of Adam Brooks. Player profile selected. To move, press the up, down, left. The Crew MotorFest closed beta.
I'm bad, bro. I was in the bathroom. I had to take care of some business. Oh, nice.
Oh, they is coming.
I don't know, because she may not answer the phone, but it was
Oh, shit.
I thought you said you talked to him. Wow.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get some people from two, they not answer the phone.
Oh, okay. So this,
Yeah, it is.
Between,
in the evening time.
between 9 and 2.
Oh, okay.
Gotta get along.
Oh. Right, all right, keep sitting here with me.
I got to go get ready, and I got to clock in at 3.
You gotta go get ready for what? Oh, you gotta clock in.
And then I have to pick up people.
Oh, okay. What I was gonna say,
I might talk about the
did you tell about the drill when they were big train? The that was when you went, Keisha. You know his mind is not. I'm telling you, that man getting old, just like me. I don't want to. When they gonna come in? When?
So when she gives you a call, me call back, and she might call you. You tell her after so you don't know when this trip will come.
Yeah.
This will have your mattress on your account here, so.
And they gonna put them on there?
Yeah, they're gonna put them on there. Yeah,
And so they know when I'm paying and everything.
yeah. Did you hear me talk to it? Don't tell them that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he said he had to get them in there first. Usually every time I get something new, they prorate it down real low.
And this is what you want to do. Yes, we already talked about the table, we all talked about all of it. So, I was going to call you when she was on the phone.
Okay. At my house? Okay.
Yeah.
They got your number on file. I go to the online. They got my number online. They got your number on file.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
So,
Well,
I'll
you
be
think,
back when I go, and, quick shot.
so if he don't get out to the store down there,
Yeah.
okay.
So,
Well, you go rest up a little bit and take care of yourself and call me when you get settled down. Well, I need that because he don't have to been doing anyway before we going to you anyway. They didn't know that. He didn't know that. He didn't speak that nothing. See, he don't need to pick up nothing. As long as I know when you coming, I can have everything unlocked and you just come on in. He better not, I'll tell you what, you gotta grab them keys now, lay them down. You don't run now, he wanna own, he wanna run their house, he wanna run mom, he wanna run our house.
Alright.
He can't run our house, he don't have no, he ain't paying no bills. You wanna take the what like that? That's
Where we going now?
that clear?
Mm-hmm.
You want to take one of these bills on, then you'll have access to the key. Because every time you come, my door locked.
Okay.
I heard you feeling anyway, because they're going to be gone.
What happened?
So you call me when you settle down, get on to the house, get cleaned up. When he leaves, he can be a visitor. He's a visitor.
He said, I'm not going to be coming back and forth like this.
And they walk in, they gonna say, "Oh, who put the mirror?" And he sure gonna know he didn't put it up. But I wanted you to see where I got my mirrors right here sitting up on the floor. The big one in the mirror and the two little ones. It's spaced out on the side. I kind of like it. Don't you mind?
Yeah.
But I can't put them up right now until you get time. So I'm gonna leave them like that until we can put them up. Now I already cleaned them off. I don't need nobody doing nothing. When you get time, I'm gonna have to give you the rod money so you can go buy my rod for the curtains. We're gonna need time in the mom room and the living room. Then I'll worry about my room last. I got some old curtains to put up in there that you gave me to put up in there. I already got a plan. Really do. Yeah, I'm about that. You gonna tell me to walk to the man by you crazy as hell. You are more gonna bring no walk. We don't get mail like that. We don't check our mailbox every day. We check our mailbox over there every day. Both of them two mailbox keys were one for me and one for him. One for month, not one for me and one for you. You want to feel like you live in. You ain't no live in. You is our caregiver. So you really supposed to have what we wanted you to have, we could give you. You is our caregiver, a key.
Oh, yeah.
Don't you rather for Keisha to have than him?
Yeah.
Because she's our caregiver. Keisha comes to do this, she comes to do everything, whatever we need. As long as she got some gas, that's why we want to keep her with gas.
Anybody worry about him?
When he lay them keys down, he gonna know, you can't put it in this door no more. She's gonna go there, he's gonna lock our door down. She's gonna come back. She's gonna come back. That's why I wanted you to go in the office so she can see your face. But she probably, I don't know if she seen you last time or not, but I would need her to meet all of the main relatives that Mom got, So you ever have to go in there for her, she'll know who you is. She's real nice. They nice up in there. She's real spicy and joyful.
Dang, I knew I should put on there.
What?
Some pieces. I forgot.
Oh, yeah, we left some pieces out for there. He wanted 2 of them Walmart pieces. I forgot one. He wanted 2 of them Walmart pieces. I forgot. He enjoyed the pizza, but he couldn't enjoy it today.
Yeah, I can't enjoy a piece like I want to now because I ain't on that side.
You spent yours in your kitchen.
Yes, ma'am. You know, I'm about to put it out in burn.
I'm about to start saving that white
If I stayed close to my cousin,
at the end of the month.
if I stayed close to my cousin, he could have brought me a piece.
Let's get his snack.
If I stayed close, I could.
We were gonna take turns. I just ain't usually here. Every little bit helps for both of us. So
That's right, amen.
I don't mind doing nothing for you. I don't mind doing nothing for you. But if you can, before the first, give him one. I don't think they cost no more than $5 or something.
Yeah.
I'll probably give him some Monday.
Yeah.
Monday, we'll get you some Monday.
Okay.
Yeah. Tuesday, I mean, because Tuesday is the 25th.
I wish I still stayed close. If I stayed close, my cousin could have brought me a piece when he got off.
Well, Pete.
If I stayed close, still.
He said if he stayed close to him, Pete probably could get him a piece.
Yeah.
I'll show you how good it's to y'all, because y'all ain't know where from.
Yeah, but she get her car fixed today. Why is he calling my phone?
Uh-oh.
Jay, he must know I was talking about him.
Go ahead and answer it. Go ahead and answer it.
Sure was. And went grocery shopping.
Oh, I like that.
All the end, yes. What you doing? You send on y'all food stamp card. Tell me give you the card to go buy snacks. That's how y'all eat y'all food stamp cards. Run to the dollar store. Y'all feeding the dollar store already. Yeah. Answer my phone. I'm gonna go put my stuff up.
That's a phone for the nigga.
Me and Mom gonna enjoy our weekend. I'm ready to say I think it's my pickle. I think it's some pickles.
Ain't no pickle.
What is it?
I don't know. We'll see.
Well, whatever it is, I'm gonna enjoy it. I'll put it like that. And I'm gonna go check on Miss B in her room, see if she done went on floated up to the main valve.
Yeah, because that plunger belongs in my bathroom.
Yeah, dude.
I'm pretty sure.
Like I said, she good, and when she go down, I think I'm gonna fix something now. But they set up video money because they only have 2. They set a computer. And she said, Miss Williams, I got you. She said, but I'm gonna be honest with you. You don't have, it probably will be Monday. She said, you have 2 bathrooms, right? I said, yeah. She said, well, you can just borrow that one until Monday. I got you. And she gave me the main number to him, so I won't have to be trying to walk up. all you did back then.
No, I forgot. Got into this race. It's clean in there, woman. That nigga called my phone too. He called my phone too. Your grandson. Your grandson did.
Controls. Notification selected. Clifford Wayne Williams 3 group. I'll be on still but I have to help my mom. New notification. 1 minute ago. Button. Press add. Details. Message. Notifications. The Crew MotorFest closed beta. Music selected. Music selected. Take arrival. Still body. I'm the hotel lobby. Music selected. Hotel lobby. Next. More options. Shuffle. Rookie. 4. Selected. Drop down menu. Rookie. The Crew MotorFest closed data.
All right.
Control. Switch